How's it going, everyone? Corbin here with Home Gyms Canada, and today we're back with another video. And in today's video, we're gonna be taking a look at the Hero Flat Bench from Bells of Steel. In today's video, I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know about this bench. I'm gonna give you my opinions and hopefully make your decision-making process a little bit easier. So with that said, if that interests you, stay tuned. Looking at Bells of Steel's website, you'll see that this bench comes in at $399.99, which is priced quite competitively with the other benches on the market. With that said, I think this bench has some pretty cool features that we're gonna cover in this video. I wanna go back to the beginning and talk a little bit about the packaging that this bench came in. Now, a little while ago, we posted a video on our page going over the unboxing process and the assembly, and if you've seen that video, you would have seen how great this bench came packaged. All the components were in great condition and all tightly wrapped in bubble wrap, so no issues here. The assembly process was quite smooth, and honestly I have no issues here. Everything went together perfectly. Bells of Steel was kind enough to include some tools in there to help you put together the bench. With that said, I strongly recommend you use your own tools if you have the option, because it's gonna save you a bit of time and probably a headache as well. Bells of Steel have advertised this bench as a heavy-duty flat bench, and that's exactly what you're getting. This bench is constructed with 11 gauge steel tubing and comes in at 86 pounds. Now, you might think that's pretty heavy, but I feel like that's to be expected considering heavy duty is literally in the name. As you can expect, I've had no issues with the sturdiness of this bench, and I feel completely stable and confident when lifting on it. Speaking of construction, this bench is a 4-point-foot design. Combined with the weight of this bench, this thing is not going anywhere. I personally would rather have it a 3-point-foot design just so it stays out of the way of your feet when you're using it. But to be honest with you, it really hasn't bothered me as much as I thought it would. There are several others here that work out in this gym as well, and between everybody, there's mixed opinions on the 3-point or the 4-point design. So I really think it just comes down to personal preference and what you like best. Moving along to the pad and the vinyl that Bells of Steel have chose for this bench, and quite honestly, I think this is something that they've nailed. They're offering a 4.3-inch thick vinyl pad made from premium vinyl upholstery that is quite grippy. The pad is more on the firm side, but it's still comfortable and nice to use. The thick, grippy, and firm pad provides an excellent foundation when benching, and I feel completely solid and stable when on top of this bench. Moving along, I wanted to briefly touch on the nameplate underneath the bench that Bells of Steel have added. Personally, I think it looks great, it's unique, and it sets this bench apart from the others. And in terms of cosmetics, I think it adds a lot to the bench. However, in terms of functionality, I really don't think it serves a purpose, and if anything, it just makes the bench heavier and harder to move around. In the near future, I'm gonna see if I can't underlay something underneath the text to make it red, just because I'm extra and I wanna match the rest of the gym. So if that interests you, stay tuned and we'll see what we can do. Lastly, I wanted to quickly go over some of the additional features that Bells of Steel had added to this beautiful bench. There is wheels, which is quite standard with most benches, but I wanted to include that just in case you were worried about moving around this heavy bench. There's also a handle located at the front for the same purpose. And lastly, they've added a rubber block at the end of the bench, which is gonna enable the kickstand feature, which makes it perfect for when you're not using it. You can stow it away in the corner and not have to worry about it. To conclude this video, if you have room for something like this in your budget, I would highly recommend it. The only two drawbacks for me personally is the 4-point-foot design and maybe the weight of the bench, but to be honest with you, that's me being very picky. If you were to spend your hard-earned dollars on this bench, I highly doubt you'll be disappointed. With that said, that's gonna wrap up today's video. I appreciate all the love and support, and I'll see you guys around here sometime soon.